Hello students, I welcome you all in my class today. Now let's see what I have for you. Okay, see, what's this? Yes, this is an apple, a fruit. Now the next I have, what's this? I drink coffee or tea in it. Yes, this is a cup. Now see, what's this? This is a mobile phone. And the next I have a water bottle. The next clue I'll give you, you write with this. Yes, this is a pencil. Now see what I have in my hands. Yes, it's a photo frame. Okay, so just now you saw an apple, a cup, a mobile phone, a water bottle, a pencil and a photo frame. These all are nouns. Which nouns? Do you remember? We had discussed nouns and its kinds in chapter number 1. These all are concrete material nouns. And the concrete material nouns are those that can be touched or seen or felt. So whatever I showed you just now, you can see and you can touch and you can also feel. Therefore students, these nouns can also be called as objects. And the meaning of an object is a material or a concrete noun that we can see, touch and feel. So today we are going to discuss about objects. That is your chapter number 11. Children, now let's refer to this diagram. In English language, there are two kinds of objects. First is a direct object and the second is an indirect object. We will now discuss what these two are. What is a direct object? A direct object is the receiver of the action performed by the subject. You have to remember, the verb used with the direct object is always a transitive verb, means an action verb. A transitive verb shows the action of the subject which is performed on the object. There can be one or more than one objects in a sentence. Now, to find an object in a sentence, you have to ask two questions from the transitive verb. What and whom? And if you get an answer from the verb, then that means you have found the object. Third point, a direct object is always a noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase. Phrase means a group of words which will work as a noun together. Now let's discuss these sentences and learn how to find a direct object in a sentence. See the first one. The car hit the tree. What is the subject in this sentence? The car. And subject is also known here as a doer or the agent of the verb. Now see, The car hit what? And the answer is the tree. The car hit the tree, so the tree here is a direct object. Here the subject, the car, has used the transitive verb and performed the action on the tree, the object, which is your concrete material noun. Now let's see the second one. I built a doll house. In this sentence, I is the subject and I is again the doer of the verb, and the verb is transitive verb. Always remember, built is a transitive verb, and when we question I built what, you will get the answer a doll house, which is your direct object, and it is made up of a noun phrase. A doll house. 3 words are included. Again, I am telling you, a noun phrase means a group of words working as a noun. Okay, after learning what a direct object is, now we are going to understand what an indirect object is. Look on your screen. An indirect object is the part of a sentence which is the recipient of the direct object. Children, recipient means one who receives. And receives what? The direct object. In the other way, we can think that the action in the sentence is performed for the indirect object. In order to have an indirect object, you have to have a direct object. This means an indirect object will exist only when a direct object is present in a sentence. An indirect object is a noun or a pronoun. Now let's see these sentences. Tina baked Aryo a cake. Tina is the subject and the doer of the verb. Now see, Tina baked what? A cake. So, a cake is a direct object. Now, for whom was the cake baked? And your answer is Aryo. So, Aryo is the receiver of a cake, and Aryo becomes an indirect object. Aryo is a proper noun. Why? Because it's the name of a boy. Now let's see the second one. Her mom gave her a book. In this sentence, her mom is the subject or the doer of the action performed by the verb. Gave is the transitive verb. Now your question, her mom gave what? And the answer is a book. Therefore, a book is a direct object. And whom is the book given to? And your answer is her. Therefore, the pronoun her will become the indirect object, the receiver of the direct object. Now students, let's talk more about an indirect object and the use of prepositions to and for. Sometimes including a preposition just makes the sentence sound better. So you see that an indirect object can also be called as a prepositional object. Let's see these sentences. Mr. Singh bought the plants for Mr. Sen's family. Subject, Mr. Singh. Doer also, Mr. Singh. Transitive verb here is bought. Direct object, the plants. Indirect object, Mr. Sen's family. Mr. Sen's family receives the direct object, the plants. The action, therefore, is performed for Mr. Sen's family. Now, students, can we write this sentence without using a preposition? Yes, of course we can. Mr. Singh bought Mr. Sen's family the plants. It works. It's a correct sentence. But you sometimes can accidentally think that Mr. Singh bought Mr. Sen's family. It's so funny. So adding a preposition for making the sentence little clearer. Let's see one more sentence and understand the use of preposition to, to. Please give this paper to Marisa. What's the subject in this sentence? Can you see it? No. But there is a subject in this sentence. That is a hidden subject, you. And what's the transitive verb here? Give. This paper is direct object. Marisa is an indirect object. And we have used the preposition to make this sentence more effective. So children, we can say that we use the prepositions to and for to make the sentences more clearer, effective and better. And it is always placed before the indirect object. Now it's time to wind up this chapter. Let's recapitulate what we have discussed today. At the beginning of the chapter, you learned about the subject. The subject means the doer or the agent who performs the action. Then next, we discussed about the transitive verb, where I have told you that the objects occur only in the presence of the transitive verb in a sentence. After this, you learned about a direct object. A direct object is a noun, pronoun or a noun phrase. Correct. We also talked about an indirect object, the receiver of the direct object. It is a noun or a pronoun. And towards the end, we learned the use of prepositions to and for. These two prepositions are placed, always remember, before an indirect object or objects. Okay students, as I conclude, I hope you have understood this chapter. Now, on the basis of the discussion, you have to solve the exercises A, B and C respectively in your book. For the practice learning, do solve all the exercises using a pencil. Now, besides the study time, children, you are left with some time in your hands. So there's a piece of an advice from me for you all. Use your leisure or free time wisely by practicing cursive handwriting, dancing, singing, or drawing, or watering the plants, and you can do many more creative things. Bye. Be inside your homes, keep learning, keep enjoying, and be safe. Thank you.